Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. A win tonight would bring them to 3-0 on the young season. What a start that would be for them. They've looked awfully good in those first two wins. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college. Jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibility, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early.
Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. For the Miami Heat, they are coming off a good outing against in for the Heat. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Goran Dragic. On the court for the Knicks, Freak, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Sanders. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
To the middle, here's Sanders, and he banks in the layup.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
There's Winslow. Here's Seraphin. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
The drive by Green. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. The Knicks leading by 11. Freak dishes to Sanders. New York moving the ball around. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And Barbosa pulls it down.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. The Knicks have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
The Heat trail by 12. There's a minute left to play here in the first. Here's Sloan. Here's Seraphin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, we've got a moment here now, Kevin, to look back to last year's Knicks. 7th in steals, 7th in free throw percentage. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
Yeah, but you touched on their steal ranking. I mean, really a reflection of the quickness and awareness on the defensive end. They gambled some for sure, but overall, I like the approach they brought at that end of the floor.
It's stolen by Dang. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. There's Winslow. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Freak passes to Sanders. Freak with it. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Barbosa. New York needs to get off a shot.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Knicks up 10. And don't go. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing.
Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? For Miami, Seraphin comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Gerald Green. And then for New York, Sanders comes in for Porzingis. And Freak subbed in for Jose Calderon. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Seraphin in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
For the Knicks, Smith comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Barbosa in for Aaron Aflalo. So it's Miami now, trailing by 4. It's Dragic with the drive. Kicks to Wade. Fires from 14. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 10 points for Wade.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Smith kicks to Barbosa. Pass to Smith. He dishes it to Freak. That's tipped. 3-on-3. Here's Winslow, and it's all evened up.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Freak dishes to Smith. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. In fourth, the Heat.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Heat. Donald Sloan comes in for Goran Dragic. Barbosa with the steal. 1:42 left to play in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And here's a look at some numbers for Sloan. How he did last season was around 5 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Here's Seraphin. Can't get it to go.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Williams. That's good. Williams has got 5. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Sloan. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Seraphin. From 10 feet out. And it's Larry Sanders with the rebound.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And the jam by Derek Williams.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
The wide open look here for Bosh. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bosh has got his first 3 points of the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Now here's Freak. With 4 seconds on the clock. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Knicks lead. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great...
Different look for Miami. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Winslow subbed in for Chris Bosh. Larry Sanders is checked in for New York. Freak comes in for Jose Calderon. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Sanders. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. Here's Freak. And Sanders kicks to Freak. Anthony in the corner. Lopez a screen. Anthony on the wing. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Heat. Donald Sloan comes in for Goran Dragic. And then for New York, Smith checked in for Lopez. And it's Barbosa in for Aaron Aflalo. He's off on the second.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And a fast break now for New York. Barbosa with the ball. Ring shot on the way. And it's Freak missing. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Out left to the wing. Winslow wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. Winslow's got 7.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now here's Sanders. Defense is right there. Anthony kicks to Freak. Got a piece of it. And it's the Heat on the break. Winslow's running. Tries from 10. No good off the back of the rim. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. Smith on the wing. And here's Freak. 5 on the clock. Knocked away.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And Sloan kicks to Dang. He got right to the cup using that screen. And now a 4-point Heat lead. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. New York moving the ball around. Smith with a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
Sloan. Offensive rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. we'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The baseline J. Winslow's shot is off. Barbosa, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Barbosa's got his first bucket in this one. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Knicks out front. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic